Hi, day 3 of Yogtober. We're inside today. Rain has stopped play, but let's start straight away. We've only got 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. So let's get going straight away. No more chit chat. We're just doing side stretches. So try and get your arm over by the ear and just lean to the left and lean to the right with the breath if you can. So we just inhale one way. Exhale back to center. Inhale the other way. So it just slows it down a little bit, but definitely adds something. So if you incorporate the breathing into your yoga, you'll definitely get more out of it, but it's not something to focus on. Breathing. Nice and big breaths. Really filling the rib cage. Keep going. So don't worry if you can't get right down. It's not a problem. Just do whatever feels comfortable. Hopefully feeling this in the hip, feeling this in the ribs, everywhere. Okay, let's stop and just park up, palms facing up, shoulders roll back and down, chin just lifts slightly. Let's do a head roll here, dropping the chin and working around. And the other way. Nice and slowly. Great. Let's just take left leg over, across to the right. So that's right over, and then just tuck this heel in a little bit and bring everything nice and tightly in, heel right up to the hip. Sit nice and tall, and then reach round with the opposite arm and look behind you for a little twist. Breathing there. Okay, good. Just before you change your legs, tuck the arms in on the inside of this leg and just spread the arms, reaching forward so that you can hinge from the hips and dip forwards, and you can press against the side of your shin as you bow towards that foot and have a good look at the foot, and just let gravity pull you forwards a little bit. And at this point, turn the thumbs inward and connect at the back if you can. Do that link and have a little bind, but don't worry too much. If you can even take hold of the t-shirt, that's great. So it doesn't, or even a sock or something here, you can, it doesn't have to be the proper bind, you can just use something. A strap's really good, a yoga strap or a belt. Breathing here, one more breath, and then just release, go up and out. And then we'll just do the same thing on the other side. Just have a little wobble of your legs or a little stretch out first, and then just switch sides. So the right leg all the way over, heel to the hip. It's nice and tall. Hook the arm around and spin that chest around, really feeling it in the hip. Use the ground. Yeah. Don't strain anything, don't force anything. Good. And then we'll just bring our whole body on the inside and spread the arms wide as you press against the shin, but stay here if that feels good. Just get as low towards that foot as you can. And if you want to try the bind, circle the thumbs down and around to link, or use a sock to grab hold of. Just stay here in this little bind. I think a little bit of movement helps sometimes. And then pull back up. I've got such a short session. We'll go onto hands and knees. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips directly, and drop the navel to the floor, or cat-cow. Rising with the spine, Dipping, so dipping and arching, essentially looking up as you dip. Rounding, looking towards the navel. So just exhale and inhale here. Inhaling as you dip. Exhaling, rounding. It's a simple thing, but feels so good. It's one that I'm hoping that you take away with you and do every day. That's it. And then we're just going to tuck the toes under and lift into downward facing dog. Just bringing slowly down to the ground those heels and just shake out the head and press the tailbone to the coccyx so you bring the body down towards the thighs, flattening off that back. Breathe in this lovely downward facing dog. And then just walk the feet forwards to meet the hands. And just release your whole body forwards in a dangle or a forward fold. Cradling the elbows is good. Just dropping forwards, just however you fall. Imagine just draping yourself over a washing line, just hanging over a washing line yourself. A bit of sort of moving, bouncing. Just helps the spine just fall back into its natural position. Good. Release the hands, bend the knees and roll up like a rag doll. Awesome. You'll just go really wide with the legs, rolling out your right foot so that it's right angles. And we'll just bring up the arms into that trusty warrior two. Again, looking out over the fingers. Just breathe there, warrior two. A little deeper. Make sure your right angles here. Shoulders are nice and low away from the ears. And then straighten out your leg again and slide into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Sliding as far down as you can. It may be that this is where it feels comfortable to stop. Just don't aim on reaching the ground. You don't have to. Just wherever feels right. And if you are really deep down, just pull the hips forward slightly. Move the back of the head slightly back in space. Make everything really active. So squeezing those quads. Looking up to the hand that's in the air. And then just that hand that's in the air, bring it past the face, round 3 times. Just the arm just brushes past the face. And then we're going to go 3 times the other way as well. So just switch that. That's it. Keep looking up. Not if it's uncomfortable. And then when you've done your 3, coming back up slowly. And we'll just go to the other side. So switch the feet, right angles with the feet, dropping into warrior 2. Looking out over those fingers. Pull your spine up to straight and just feel really strong in this position of warrior 2, Virabhadrasana. Breathe. And then we'll straighten the leg and go into triangle pose. So you bump the hips out to the right and then slide down to the left. Here we have a lovely straight-legged triangle shape here, you see. That's it. That's why it is the triangle. And let's brush 3 times past the face. And the other way. And back up. Okay, just angling the feet out to the sides, dropping forwards, drop, 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 and just bring your hands down if you can, and bend the knees if it's uncomfortable. And from here, we're going to walk forwards and just turn on the sort of middle section of your foot, the inner foot, and drop all the way to the knees for the frog. We're just dropping down. Hello. And we just like push back into the hips so you get really deep hip stretch here. Just keep the back straight. Bring your forearms together so you kind of got your feet out like frog's feet there. Breathing deeply as you challenge yourself to go a little bit lower, maybe. Widen. Breathe. And come back through the palms first, back out the way you came in, and forwards. Back up to standing. Just take a big breath in, really big and wide, and connect the thumbs. And then as you bring your feet so that they're pointing to the angles or the diagonals of your mat, and we drop the elbows into the waistline and bring the hands out like jazz hands, and just bring them back so the knuckles are towards the back wall. Let's do that again 3 times up. Inhaling, connect the thumbs. Exhaling as you draw down and in with the elbows to the waist. One more. Inhaling, looking up to the fingers, connecting the thumbs, and down. Brilliant. While we're here, just get your fingers or thumbs, whatever feels right for your body or arms, and we're going to just take a shoulder twist. So we're looking over one shoulder, and then we're looking over. This is for the upper back, so keeping nice and low in this sumo squat position, and then we roll the shoulders. So one arm is bent and one arm is straight. I find it easier for my thumbs to be in the middle, so keep going. It's like wringing out a cloth. Keep nice and low. Breathe. Move one breath again. So inhale one way. Look, one arm's straight, one arm's bent. Then the other way. That arm's straight and the other arm's bent. Good. And then just draw yourself back up. We'll come back to the ground. And like I just sat there, you might have seen I kind of just tucked like a curtsy, one leg behind the other, and see if we can draw the knees together. So the knees are on top of each other, feet are out wide for the Gomukhasana. So your feet and ankles are out to the sides. Draw yourself up nice and straight, reaching up, one hand down, doesn't matter which, so that you're connecting the fingers at the back. If that's not happening, just hold the t-shirt and just gaze ahead, and then once you're here, draw forwards. Upwards. You can bring your hands forwards, and we're just going to swap the knees around now. So we get the knees together, so the thighs are on top of each other and the feet and ankles out wide. So other side. And switch sides with the arms. So one's up, one's down. You may find one side's better than the other. Connect. Gazing ahead for a moment, pulling up. And bow, nose to the knee. Feel like I could go on all day actually. I think that'll have to do for today. See you tomorrow. Namaste.